Clayton, I know you've been nodding and trying to double dutch your way into the conversation. I'm sorry. I would love to get your thoughts on anything that might be on your mind, but I do have an audience question for you, and this time it's from Adam here in DC, and he asks, do you see a correlation between trust in media and press freedom?
Oh, absolutely. Trust in media it's a really symbiotic relationship. So like I said, one of the ways we measure press freedom is on a social score, and which really sort of measures the prestige and the mood of the general public towards journalism. And when you have this deterioration of the trust in media, it enables political leaders to become ever more hostile because they don't feel like they're going to suffer consequences publicly or politically. And it degrades the safety conditions for journalists in the field. We've seen so many instances of journalists being harassed while they're covering protests. It also really lowers the bar for the level of anger and vitriol that's lobbed at the media, and it makes it so much harder for any of them to do their jobs. And I wanted to come back to one point on Alsu that I would be remiss if I didn't make in a room full of potentially very powerful people in Washington, D.C., is that Alsu has yet to be designated as wrongfully detained by the U.S. government. And that's a really important step because it is a signal from the State Department that she is essentially a hostage, that she has been wrongfully arrested for being a journalist, which is objectively true. That designation has been made for many other Americans who are currently being wrongfully held all over the world. It has yet to be made for Alsu, and RSF is really disappointed that the State Department hasn't yet made that designation.